What the hell are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
What happened? Is everything clear?
Lonnie, you might want to come here and see who saved our asses.
I don't know who the hell would be all the... Oh my god. You really are everywhere. Like a fucking cockroach.
Hello to you too, Lonnie. It's been a while.
3 years in one end of the world, if I'm counting right.
Erwin, what's going on? Oh, hello.
Levi, Lonnie, this is Dr. HAJIME. They're a renowned virologist from the CDC that I've been working with since the outbreak.
So you're here on business then?
You could say that.
Nice to meet you,
My apologies. Hanji, this is Levi and Lonnie Ackerman. Old friends of mine.
Pleasure.
I can't say I'm glad to see you both out here instead of safely evacuated, but...
John, what are you... Hey, asshole!
What? Why would...
That's for leaving us!
Oh. Okay. I guess I did deserve that.
Damn right you did.
Jean, really?
Oh, you would get a second one if not for saving us just now.
Well, you're welcome, I guess.
Jean, did you really have to punch him?
Yeah, I did. And I thought I told you to stay in the car.
Glad to see you boys are still kicking.
No thanks to you.
Speaking of boys, I'm glad to see you're all right. Reiner, are you okay?
Sure am. Everything's all clear. Bert's still in the car?
Yup. With Armin, Mikasa, and Aaron.
Did you say Armin?
Perhaps.
Is he, by any chance, kinda small? Blonde?
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here and guess your name's Marco.
Yeah.
Armin! Come out here for a minute. I have a surprise for you. Is it clear? Marco?
Armin? Armin!
Oh my god. Marco, I was so worried.
Worried about me? I'm glad to see you, don't get me wrong. I just thought you'd have evacuated. Don't tell me you followed me. You're supposed to be the smart one.
I wasn't sure you could make it out here without me.
Oh, come on. It takes more than the end of the world to get rid of me.
Uh-huh. Sure. You!
Yeah. Me, I guess.
You actually followed him?
Not without a fight, let me tell you.
Jean.
Anyway, if you hadn't heard, I'm Jean.
Armin. But, regardless, I guess. Thanks for sticking with him.
Didn't really have a choice. Kid's like gum on your shoe once he decides he likes you.
I know.
You've been traveling with Dr. Smith and Dr. Zoe?
And a few others, yeah. Ever since yesterday.
Honey, I'm fine, honestly.
No, you're not! Look at it! Levi! Lonnie! Someone help! Sasha's bleeding!
Sasha?
Is Sasha hurt?
Let me through! Were you bitten?
No.
Yeah. It's linear and clean. Did you run into something while running from them?
I think so. I don't know. It all happened so fast.
It's not deep, but it is long. We need to get it dressed.
Hanji,
Are you a doctor?
Yes, I am.
Please help her!
we can't stay here for...
Erwin, we're low on food and water anyway. And who knows if there will be any supplies at the fort. We should make a stop here.
Wait up! Erwin? Like Erwin Smith?
Okay, everyone hold on a second.
Holy shit! You're Dr. Erwin Smith! From the radio!
Excuse me?
Yeah. Sasha and I picked up a radio transmission the day of the outbreak. You were talking about Fort Lawton.
Was that the message you sent out to Commander Zacharias back at the lab?
Must have been. That's troubling to hear it just went out on the radio waves.
When we ran into these two, they told us about it and, well, we figured we'd try to make it up here and see if we could find you.
Give me a moment to get this all straight.
If we're all headed to the fort anyway, we should take a bit to gather supplies.
We're not going in a large group like this. It's too dangerous.
Look at them, Erwin. They're almost all kids. They need someplace safe to stay. And Sasha, you said your name was? Sasha's injured.
Marco needs his ears looked at too.
What's wrong with your ears?
Huh? Oh, it's kind of a long story.
Okay, I can do that too. But we should really get off the street. Armin, are Aaron and Mikasa still in the car?
Yeah, with Berthold.
Go let them know we'll be stopping for a while once we find a place to stay.
Sure thing.
Marco, Annie's still in the car, right?
Yeah.
Did you say Annie?
Yeah, why?
Can I, go talk to her? I got separated from a friend named Annie.
I guess.
Hanji, I'm still not.
Do the words "do no harm" mean anything to you at the moment, Dr. Smith?
You're not gonna back down, are you?
Absolutely not. No, we just need a place to crash for a while. Somewhere there wouldn't be many hollows.
Oh, I think I have an idea. I know Magnolia because my mom works at the bank around here. So there's this movie theater.
Are you talking about the one where they bring you nachos in the theater?
Mm-hmm, yeah, that's the one.
You said you'd take me, but I didn't think it'd be quite like this.
Connie Springer keeps his word. But in, like, the Magic Genie not quite as you expected way.
A movie theater? Is that safe?
Well, no one would have been out for a movie when the infection hit. Everyone would have been trying to evacuate, so the only hollows in there would be stray ones that wandered in. Easy enough to clear.
I'll do it.
Levi, you look pale. You
I
shouldn't.
said I'll do it. It's down the street, right?
I'll do it, dumbass. You look like you're about ready to pass out. Where's the theater?
2 blocks that way.
Marco, let's go get Annie and tell her we're camping out for the night here.
Alright.
Hanji, go with the kids.
Sure.
Everyone, meet back here in 5 minutes with everything you need to bring. This should be interesting.
Aaron, hand me the flashlight.
Sure.
Looks clear. Do you want to sit down here, or...?
Nah, I'm pretty okay now. You can let go of my arm now.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Smith, Dr. Zoe, do you think we should set up in the lobby, or try to go in one of the theaters?
I think we should mainly stick to the lobby, but we can go scout a few of the theaters and groups to make sure the building is clear. We don't need anything sneaking up on us.
Yeah, great idea. But can you put me down? As much as I like feeling like a 10-year-old, piggyback's not exactly comfortable.
Oh, sorry. I'm surprised your ankle was hurt. You're usually pretty quick on your feet.
Apparently, that doesn't seem to help in car wrecks.
Car wreck?
Long story. Don't worry about it. Oh, feels like I haven't sat down in years.
Ow, ow! Connie, you're pulling on my hair! Stop! I can walk on my own, you know.
Sorry, I just... Here, sit down on the bench here. Dr. Zoe will take a look at you.
Hanji's fine. And everyone else who needs some patching up, form a line, take a number, and I'll get to you.
Alright. Oh, Annie. You said these are the guys you got separated from?
Yeah. This is Berthold and Reiner.
I'm Marco. I went to school with Armin. Nice to meet you both.
Likewise.
Yeah.
This is really great. We're all finding our friends again.
Yeah, spectacular.
Hey, Dr. Smith, Dr. Zoe, mind if I take Annie and Berthold to clear some other theaters?
Well...
Sure! Bertolt, just try not to use your gun if you don't have to. You've got a flashlight, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Be careful.
Speaking of clearing, Mikasa, Connie, would you two mind going to check the front doors? Since you both seem to be uninjured. We locked them on the way in, but just for security reasons.
Just check them? Sure.
Here, take my knife with you.
I'll be alright for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Fuck, I'm hungry.
Which reminds me, we should probably look in food storage.
I'll hold down the fort if you want to take someone and go look for food. You've got the gun.
I'll go.
I will too.
You can barely walk.
Right back at you.
I'm fine.
We're just going to look for food. Lonnie, if you really want to come, I won't stop you. As long as you let me help you walk.
We need to catch up anyway. Of course I'm coming.
You always were stubborn. We'll be back soon.
Sure thing.
I'm so relieved to see everyone safe. My prayers were answered, I guess.
I really am happy to see you, Marco. When you ran out of the school and then everything happened and
Jean and I were okay.
Yeah, totally great. So, Armin, can I ask you something?
Huh? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
First of all, mind telling me what that chick's name was?
Mikasa?
Mikasa. Nice.
Jean, really?
Hey, man, I thought your ears were fucked up, not your eyes. She's gorgeous. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Why the fuck were all those doctors hanging all over the other guy all the way here? And what's up with his face?
Aaron, it's... we don't really know what's going on with him, actually.
Go on.
He, was bitten a few days ago.
What? And he's still hanging around with you guys?
Well, he never turned. That's the thing. All he got were those weird, funky white lines and nosebleeds. Those were happening before, but we think he might actually be immune.
Immune? Jean.
Marco, no. We're not doing that. And Armin, what do you mean exactly by...
It's not that big of a room, guys. I can hear you talking about me from here.
Oh, sorry, Aaron. I was just explaining the situation.
To people who don't need to be all up in my biological business. And I'd appreciate you keeping your beady little eyes off my sister, thanks.
Alright, calm down, Cupcake. We're just trying to figure shit out.
Cupcake? Fuck off, Muffin Top! You have no idea what we've been through to get here, so...
Aaron, they're just...
Oh yeah? Tough shit? Join the fucking club.
Jean, please. He doesn't know us yet, and he's just trying to be careful.
John? What the hell kind of name is that? French or some shit?
Yeah, it's French. For fuck you.
Guys.
No. He needs to explain some shit right fucking now. Like why the fuck the doctors left us in basically a war zone, but are doting over this rando. Why this short shit-haired asshole who looks like he crawled out of the garbage, the one who got to live through getting bit. Why him? Huh? Why this guy and not her? Why some stranger gets a pass and not her? Why'd your god have to decide to give him fucking immunity or whatever too, and not Ella? Huh?
I don't know, Jean. I don't think anyone does.
Well then. Oh. Fuck.
Jean!
Who was Ella?
His little sister.
Oh.
I should go after him. It's not safe to be alone in here before the building's clear.
I'll go. You need to stay here and have Hanji take a look at you.
I don't know.
It's okay.
Be patient with him, okay? He's haggled and lashes out, but he's a good person under it all. Just one that's in a lot of pain.
I understand.
Look, man, I didn't...
It's alright, Aaron. We didn't get formally introduced or anything, so, nice to meet you, I guess.
Yeah.
And that should do it. All patched up and good as new.
Thank you so much.
No problem whatsoever. You're up, Marco.
Thank you.
And just sit tight, Aaron. I'll check up on you after that.
Wonderful.
We should start on the left and work our way across the row of doors. Also, there are a few brooms over there behind the ticket counters. We should put them through the door handles just in case.
Good thinking. I'll grab them.
Thanks. Connie, right?
Yep. And sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Mikasa.
Nice to meet you.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm cool. A little worried about my friend is all.
That cut didn't look too bad. I'm sure she'll be fine. She seems like a tough girl.
Thanks. She definitely is. But it's not the cut I'm worried about.
What do you mean?
We kinda lost someone on the way here.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sad, obviously, but Sasha was pretty close to her, that's all. I'm just worried about how she's taking it. She puts on a brave face, but I don't think she knows I can tell it's just that, a brave face. But sometimes the best thing to do for someone is act like nothing's wrong and just be there for him. Not everyone, but Sasha doesn't need long heart-to-hearts. She just needs someone to joke with and remind her that things aren't always so bad.
Sounds like you're a good friend.
Yeah, I'm alright, I guess. What about you and, Aaron, right? Are you just friends, or, something else?
He's my brother.
Oh. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand why people get a little confused by our relationship sometimes. He's my brother and my best friend. But it's nice to have them with you in all this, isn't it?
For real. Honestly, I feel like I can weather anything, as long as I got Sasha there with me cracking jokes the whole way.
Exactly. Except with Aaron, it's less jokes and more exhausted sarcasm.
Yeah, I can see that.
We've been through a lot together. It's always kind of just been the two of us since I was adopted.
Sounds like Mom and me. Always just the two of us, yeah. Just us, 'cause, Dad didn't tell Mom he was already married until after she was pregnant. Real winner, right? But Mom never needed him anyway. She's made of steel, I swear. It was only us growing up, but I never felt like anything was missing. She taught me a lot, you know? Not like school stuff, but like what it means to really be happy. I hope she's okay.
She sounds like an amazing woman. I'm sure she's safe and sound.
Thanks. What about your parents?
That's, it's a bit tied up in the epidemic, actually. My dad works for the CDC, and Dr. Smith seems to think he's connected to it, which is ridiculous. But either way, Mom is most likely with him. I am a bit worried, though. She was sick the night before and the morning of the outbreak.
Does that have something to do with what's up with your brother's face? Because of your dad?
I really don't know. I don't want them to be involved. At all. It's really hard for me to see anyone as amazing as my family dealing with something so destructive as biological weaponry. The Jaegers saved me. And I don't just mean Grisha and Carla. See this?
Yeah?
It used to be a scarf. One that Aaron gave me when I first moved in. Let's just say I lost my birth parents in a pretty traumatic way. But Aaron... he's oblivious a lot of the time, but he's always there when it really matters. I was crying out in the backyard on one of those first weeks. And he came out to ask me what was wrong. I told him how weak I felt, how powerless about what happened to my parents, and he just told me, "But you're strong, Mikasa. Strong enough to protect me, I bet. How about that? You promise to protect me, and I'll always be here to help you be strong." It's what I needed. A reason to keep going. Some source of strength, confidence, purpose. Aaron's always been that for me. And I'm not about to stop now that things have gotten tough.
You know, you seem pretty stoic and cold at first, but you're actually really nice.
And you seem like a joker, but you're actually pretty sincere.
Is there really anyone who's always how you think they are at first?
Not that I know of. And I'm glad. It's what makes people worth it.
Amen to that. Alright, looks like we're all hunkered down.
Great. Let's get going back then.
Jean! Jean, wait up!
What is it with you people and chasing after me?
Marco's my friend, and now you're his friend, so by proxy, you're my friend too, so I'm not gonna let you wander off and get killed in the dark alone.
What? You don't blame me for almost getting him killed?
I know Marco, and I know he didn't make it this far alone. Get him killed? I bet you saved his life a few times by now.
So what if I did?
It hasn't been easy for anyone, and especially not you. I'm sorry for your loss.
Me too. Did Marco tell you?
More like you did.
Yeah. I guess I did.
I understand why you're angry.
Do you now?
Yeah. Someone close to you died, and you made peace with it because there was nothing to be done. But here's an exception to the rule, and it's not fair that it couldn't have been your exception.
Alright. So I'm transparent. Perfect. Getting real tired of people seeing right through me.
Marco does that, doesn't he? Sees through people.
Yeah. It's annoying.
It's brilliant. I wish I could be that good with people.
People are tough, dude.
Yeah. And everyone always deals with stressful situations in different ways, so it's hard to handle right now. I know you're upset with Aaron, but this hasn't exactly been easy on him either.
He got to live. Boo-hoo.
You know, he told me the first night we met that one of the scariest things he could think of was having something going inherently wrong about the way his body works, and not knowing what it was. And now this is happening to him? He's probably terrified.
Yeah. I guess so.
But you've got to remember there is no grass is greener on the other side in this situation. It's all dry brown grass at the moment. And we all have to work together to make it better again. Do whatever it takes.
I've never been much of a team player, to be honest.
All you have to do is whatever you're able to for the greater good. And that means helping Dr. Smith and Hanji figure out what's going on with Aaron. If that succeeds, we all do. Does that make sense?
Yeah. For the record, though, I still don't like him.
As long as you don't punch our current hope for humanity, I think everyone's pretty okay with that.
I think I can manage that.
In that case, we should get going back.
So, we have a problem.
Annie!
What the hell is happening to my face, and why does Aaron Yeager have these too?
We were hoping you would know.
You mean you don't?
The others said he was bitten, and then they showed up when he didn't turn.
Yeah, so did I, but we can't contract the virus, so I didn't even think... But then... This has never happened in any of the tests.
Do you think it was because you were both bitten?
Maybe it was some reaction to the gene that was never tested.
He's not like us, though. He's immune, yeah, but he's not a carrier. It wouldn't be the same.
I really don't know, Annie.
Regardless, it was good thinking keeping your face covered.
I'm not a complete moron. We're going to have to call this in, aren't we?
Are you sure you want to?
It's protocol. Plus it needs to be taken note of. This has never happened before.
I think that would be best, yeah. Bert?
I think it'd be best if Annie did, actually. Maria doesn't always ascribe to the not shooting the messenger idea. And besides, Annie's everyone's favorite, so, you know. you're less likely to get in trouble.
That's not how it is.
That's exactly how it is, and you know it.
I just do my job well. If you two were competent, they'd favor you too.
That's easy for you to say. You were designed to be the best. I was the first draft, remember?
You're treading on mighty thin ice, so I'd stop there if I were you.
Guys?
You don't realize how good you have it.
Oh yeah, lucky me. Must be so great not being able to touch anyone.
Oh, you think I like drawing vial after vial of my own blood?
Guys, this is really not the time. Are you forgetting who's right down the hall from us?
You're right. There have already been too many careless mistakes.
Fine.
But I see that kid still has the book.
Because he mentioned knowing the scientists. I didn't want to spook them by killing someone they know. That'd be an instant red flag. But now he's figured out I'm connected to it. Something needs to be done.
Especially since he's friends with Armin. I'm planning to use Armin to get to Aaron soon. It's more important than ever that nothing pulls him away from trusting us and sympathizing with the cause.
Alright.
I can get rid of the whole bunch if we need. Easy as breathing.
No, we need the scientists. Our orders were to get them there alive, remember? But Marco's becoming more of a threat by the day. And you're right. He is jeopardizing your plan with Armin.
It needs to look like an accident, you know.
It will. Don't worry.
And it needs to be discreet.
It will. I just need to figure out how to get him away from Muffin Top. Those two are practically attached to the hip. Then just make sure you have Armin ready soon. If not, he needs to go too. We need everything to be in place by the time we get to the fort.
But we need Armin. We spare him, right?
At the end of the day, he's expendable, just like the rest of them. The only ones we need to make it to the fort alive are Aaron and the scientists. The only reason the rest are alive is they haven't gotten in our way. If they do, we kill them. End of story.
But that would scare Aaron and the scientists, right? I'm pretty sure they would become hostile when faced with a direct threat. That being said, we don't really have the weaponry to keep them hostage.
They'd probably be too busy shitting their pants since a bunch of unsuspecting teenagers just infected their friends without biting them. The doctors may be pragmatic, but they'd realize they have no idea what they're up against.
I guess.
Well, I'm going to report in. Would you mind giving me the radio so I can do your dirty work for you? Just remember why we're here, and at least try not to screw anything up.
She's not seriously going to make us kill Armin if the plan goes south, is she?
We knew from the start we might have to do this.
I know, but I'm not sure if...
Bert, I'm saying this as both a comrade and a friend. You need to be able to if the time comes. You know what happens when you don't follow the rules. You've seen Annie's arms. Please, I care about you too much to let you do something like that.
Yeah. Am I a bad soldier? Because I hesitate? And question?
Technically, yes.
I think that's the reason Annie hates me so much.
That's not why she doesn't like you.
What?
Bert, have you ever realized that, out of all three of us, you are the only one who had the option of leaving?
Of course I didn't.
No, I mean, if you really wanted to forsake the cause and run and try to live a normal life, you could. Annie never could. How would she live in the real world never being able to touch another human being? And I could never be around other people without a respirator. You were the only one that ever had a choice, and especially because of what happened to her. I think Annie resents you for it.
But Annie's the most devoted of all of us.
She wasn't always.
I remember. I miss her too. But I never blamed Annie for what happened to her like they did.
But you know how it is. Their word is law. And because they said so, Annie accepted it as her fault. Guilt changes people. She learned what happened when you let your personal feelings get in the way of the greater good. And I think that's why she's so adamant about this now.
The mission comes first.
The mission always comes first.
I don't expect that there's gonna be much, considering it's just a movie theater. Stale popcorn, candy, maybe some other junk.
It's better than nothing. It may not be healthy for you, but it's still something to eat.
Yeah, true.
Hey, Ervin? What do you know about this whole thing? Virus, pandemic, punishment on humanity, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know anything about this virus, other than it's transmitted through bodily fluids, and causes violent and cannibalistic behavior.
So you don't know if it's curable? Treatable? You don't know if the victim is still there?
No, I don't. And if you ask me, I don't think any form of consciousness exists anymore. At least in the late stages. When someone's fully infected, I don't think there's any coming back from it. The body starts decaying and...
Save me the rigor mortis shit. I just wanted to know what you know, which is apparently nothing.
I apologize, Levi. Believe me, I wish I knew more. But unfortunately, I don't have the resources right now.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little dizzy, so I think I'm gonna go sit down for a while. You guys will be fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Are you sure you'll be?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll catch up with you later.
Always running off.
He, mentioned a woman when he talked to me a few months ago. Petra. Was she traveling with you?
Was.
I'm sorry.
Didn't even know she fucking existed until the two of them showed up at my door the day of the outbreak. Levi, any secrets?
I figured something like that had happened, based on his demeanor. I'd like to talk to him alone when I get a chance. See if I can help at all. He relapsed not too long ago too, didn't he?
Was it the paleness or maybe the smelling like vomit that tipped you off?
I haven't been there for him like I should have been. For either of you.
Like hell you haven't. Or when you paid for treatment. That's enough as it is. You have a family to focus on.
You two are my family.
Fuck, you're cheesy.
Sarah says the same thing. I think about you two a lot. Abel reminds me of Levi sometimes. When he's upset, he takes off. Not far, of course, just down the hall usually. But it's a coping method.
Oh, right. Abel. He's the youngest, right? Still just the two?
Still just Joe and Abel. They're a handful as it is.
Damn. Living the dream, huh? Got a real life going on and everything.
Right now, the outbreak is my life.
Well, you've got something to go home to after this, don't you?
I suppose.
How's the Sarah?
She's doing well. From what I can tell, works good. As good as politics is.
Ah, right. She's a diplomat or something?
Correspondent.
Right. Yeah.
Should we head back?
I don't know.
What's wrong?
Oh, fuck off. Don't doctor me.
I'm not your doctor anymore. I'm your friend. And as happy as I am to see both you and Levi alive, I wish that wasn't the best thing I can say at the moment about you both.
Don't pretend you care right now. I know how you get when you're working. Everything else goes under the bus.
Lonnie.
Sorry. You know I'm an asshole. So just leave it be, okay?
You think I would have stuck around as long as I did, if I didn't find that somewhat endearing?
Fuck off.
Whatever you say.
Hey! Hey! You don't get to prance back in here like this and pretend you still know me that well, okay? A lot can change in 3 years.
I'm not. But I do know you're not actually angry with me. Or your brother.
I shouldn't have pushed him away. I shouldn't have pushed anyone away.
I understand why. It's a defense mechanism.
But that doesn't make it right, does it? Because I was such a bitch, Levi stopped talking to me. Because I was a bitch, he didn't come to me for help. Because I was such a bitch, I couldn't deal with his relapse. And because I had to go into another stupid argument with him, he ran off and Petra got bit. That's not a defense mechanism! That's being a terrible, selfish, rotten to the core, awful fucking person!
That's not...
It's completely true! You think I don't fucking know that? You don't think that I want to be something else? 'Cause I really fucking do! I don't want to be a cold, frigid bitch! I want to be that stupid yoga-obsessed chick that gets up at 5 a.m. to watch the sunrise and shit! I want to be someone who remembers to water their plants and buys tofu 'cause it's good for them! I want to care about my well-being, but I can't be those things. Not now, not ever. You put so much faith in me, in both of us. Thought we were more than that. And look how we repaid you.
You are more than that. You always were.
Could you not, for once, treat me like a charity case?
I never...
Stop. Just stop. I tried so hard to be the good person you believed I could. Stay clean, get a job, make a life for myself. But I can't. I don't know what a good life is, Erwin. I never had one. Levi never had one. We never learned how to be well. And stop looking at me like that! I don't want your pity. I just want you to understand. There's no such thing as getting better. Not for me, not for Levi. We're too far gone. At least when Levi had Petra. Even in all of this, at least he had a chance at something. But now, because of me...
I don't believe that.
Don't. Erwin, please don't. I know you always want to give some rally speech, but this is not one of the things you can fix with some of your inspiring words.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I.